Rapper Werenoi, whose real name was Jeremy Bana Owona, died on Saturday, May 17, 2025, at the age of 31. Born in Melun in Seine-et-Marne, but raised in Montreuil in Seine-Saint-Denis, Werenoi had emerged as a powerful and resonant voice in the French rap scene. Over a short span of time, he transformed from a streetwise wordsmith to a beloved musical icon whose impact was deeply felt not only in France, but across borders. His untimely death has left an undeniable void in the world of French urban music, a silence that echoes with the intensity of what he left behind. From his earliest days, Werenoi had something different about him. It wasn't just his gritty realism or sharp lyricism, it was the energy with which he delivered every word, the soul he poured into every line, and the experience he channeled through every beat. He was born on January 30th, 1994, in Melun, and raised in Montreuil, an area known for its vibrancy, multiculturalism, and musical creativity. It was in these streets that he absorbed the textures of life, the challenges, the beauty, and the pain that would later shape his music. Werenoi first captured national attention in 2021 with the release of La Ligue, a track that instantly distinguished him from his peers. Listeners were drawn to the rawness of his delivery, the pain behind his storytelling, and the confidence with which he carved out his space in a crowded industry. This initial burst of recognition set the tone for a career defined by authenticity and evolution. It wasn't long before he was a household name among fans of French rap, and his career trajectory only moved upward from there. His debut album, Carré, released in 2023, was a masterclass in introspective yet accessible rap. It spoke to the youth, to the disenfranchised, and to those seeking a voice for their daily struggles. The project was met with critical acclaim, with both fans and critics praising his lyrical depth, vocal distinctiveness, and ability to blend genres without compromising his core identity. It was a defining moment that not only elevated his status, but confirmed what many already suspected. Werenoi wasn't just another rapper, he was a movement. In 2024, he followed up with the album Pyramid, which marked a significant shift, in both ambition and scope. With high-profile collaborations including Damso, Aya Nakamura, SCH, Mize, and Hamza, Pyramid transcended expectations. It wasn't just an album, it was a statement. The production was meticulous, the themes broader, and Werenoi's presence more commanding than ever. Tracks on the album explored themes of fame, betrayal, loyalty, identity, and redemption. The music resonated far beyond France, with the album climbing charts and setting streaming records, solidifying his role as a central figure in the evolution of European rap. In April 2025, just a month before his passing, Werenoi released what would tragically become his final project, Diamant Noir. The album was a sonic journey, blending traditional rap elements with trap beats and Afro-Caribbean rhythms. Featuring international stars like Gunna, Kalash, Ninho, Lil Che, Damso, and SDM, Diamant Noir was praised for its musical daring and lyrical maturity. It was the sound of an artist fully confident in his craft, pushing boundaries and speaking truths. From introspective tracks that delved into his personal battles to high-energy anthems that lit up the clubs, the album painted a rich and layered portrait of a man who had lived many lives in one. One of his standout tracks, Triple V, featuring Damso and Ninho, became an anthem of the streets and a defining record of his career. The chemistry between the three artists was electric, the lyrics surgical, and the beat hauntingly elegant. The song became emblematic of Werenoi's ability to merge street poetry with mainstream appeal, a tightrope walk few can execute successfully. Later, he would share a momentous collaboration with Gims on piano, a soulful and sonically rich record that further displayed his versatility and ability to meld different musical worlds into one coherent message. Werenoi's artistry wasn't just recognized by his fans, but also by the wider music industry. In May 2023, he was honored with the Male Revelation of the Year award at the inaugural Flamme ceremony, a moment that validated years of relentless hard work, late nights, and a steadfast belief in his vision. It was a crowning moment for an artist who had defied odds, resisted industry pressures, and remained true to his roots. On May 13, 2025, just 4 days before his passing, Werenoi once again graced the Flamme ceremony. This time, he received the coveted Album of the Year award for Pyramid 2, a reimagined and expanded version of his 2024 album. The accolade wasn't just a testament to his commercial success, but a nod to his continued evolution and relevance. Pyramid 2 had become France's best-selling album of 2024, and Werenoi was preparing for what was set to be a historic performance at Paris La Défense Arena in January 2026. The event, now cancelled in light of his death, was meant to be the culmination of a life spent in pursuit of greatness. His death on May 17, 2025, came as a shock to fans, colleagues, and the entire music industry. The details surrounding his passing remain undisclosed, but the emotional reverberations were immediate and profound. Social media was flooded with tributes from fans and fellow artists alike. Messages of sorrow, disbelief, and gratitude poured in, painting a picture of an artist who had touched countless lives through his art and spirit. The organizers of Les Flammes shared a poignant message across their platforms, honoring the man who had become synonymous with the event's very mission, celebrating the raw, real, and revolutionary power of urban music. Werenoi wasn't just an artist, he was a phenomenon. His music carried stories of struggle and triumph, of sorrow and joy, of disillusionment and hope. He brought to light the nuances of street life, the intricacies of identity in contemporary France, and the emotional turmoil behind fame. He was a voice for the voiceless, a poet for the people, and an icon for a generation that found refuge and representation in his words. Even as he achieved stardom, Werenoi never lost sight of where he came from. Interviews and behind the scenes, footage reveal a man who remained humble, grounded, and committed to uplifting others. He frequently gave back to his community in Montreuil, whether by supporting local youth initiatives, mentoring up-and-coming artists, or simply being present. For many, he wasn't just a star to be admired from afar. He was a brother, a friend, and a mentor who made them believe in the power of their own dreams. His influence can already be seen in a new wave of artists inspired by his honesty, his storytelling, and his refusal to compromise. They echo his style, adopt his thematic focus, and cite him as a primary influence. In a world that often prizes conformity, Werenoi stood as a beacon of authenticity. He didn't fit in. He stood out. He wasn't afraid to be vulnerable, to speak on subjects others shied away from, and to challenge the status quo. In doing so, he redefined what it meant to be a French rapper in the 21st century. While the physical presence of Werenoi is now lost to us, his legacy endures. It lives in his music, in the lives he touched, and in the cultural shift he helped usher in. Fans will continue to play his songs, rap his lyrics, and share his story. His voice will continue to inspire, to heal, and to ignite passion in those who seek to express themselves through art. Jeremy Bana Owona's journey from Milan to Montreuil and ultimately to the heights of stardom is a testament to perseverance, vision, and heart. His name is etched in the history of French music not just for the hits he created, but for the spirit he embodied. His story reminds us that true greatness lies not in perfection, but in presence, in showing up, speaking truth, and daring to dream in the face of adversity. As the French rap community and the world at large continue to mourn his passing, the overwhelming sentiment remains one of gratitude. Gratitude for the music, the memories, and the message. Werenoi may have left us too soon, but he gave us something timeless, something real, something that can never die. Rest in power, Werenoi. Your voice, your vision, and your soul will live on in every beat, every bar, and every heart that dares to believe in the beauty of raw truth.